Okay, don't go to a Pokemon card convention if you're trying to save money because holy shit. So in my last video, I opened 500 packs of Pokemon and showed the results of what I got. And you know what? What better to do with Pokemon cards than go to a card show and start trading them? Luckily, a week after the big opening, there was a huge national card show nearby called Card City Expo. So me, Nikki, and Jonathan all decided to go. Now, this would be my first national card convention. I've been to a smaller one last winter in Richmond, but Card City Expo was way bigger than that, and I had no idea what to expect. Now, I wanted to be prepared, so before I went, I created a whole list of cards that I wanted, specifically focusing on SIR cards that are my favorite. Now, since I was on a tight budget, and I like the better texturing and quality, I was Japanese card hunting. Now, here are the top SIR cards that I wanted, and you know what? For some of them, I knew they were already out of my price range, but hey, let me hope. The top cards that I really wanted were the All-White Reshiram, Zoroark, Mega Gardevoir, and Mega Latias, which I tried to pull in my grand big opening, but didn't get anything there. And in order to help me out, I was lucky enough to get 2 151 booster bundles, and don't get me started on the price of those things. That is a whole other video in and of itself. But I figured I'll be able to use these 151 booster bundles to get some extra trade value with certain vendors to get the cards I wanted. So after waiting 1 whole week, I took my trade binder, my product, and my hopes and dreams, and we all went to Card City Expo. And when we first got there, I just realized what it meant to go to a national card convention. This place was massive, and I felt like I was out of my league. There were tons of vendors, cars, and people across the entire convention center, and we came on a Sunday, which was the second day of the convention, so I can't even imagine how busy it was on Saturday. We decided to dive right in, and we started looking at all the beautiful and expensive cards that were on display. Now, the first card that caught my eye was a Vanillish IR from Paradox Rift, and it is such a cute card.
I really want this Vanillish.
Really?
Yeah, how cute it is.
I don't think it's that cute.
I mean, just look at it. It is literally the ice cream Pokemon in an ice cream shop. And the artwork is so cute. This is like a staple god tier IR card. As we were looking at different cards, I noticed that the next vendor over just bought 1 card off a group of collectors. And as I went to see what that card was, I don't know how this happened, but fate managed that to be the Japanese Mega Latias card, which was just one of the top cards that I wanted. Look what I was able to get. I had a great thing. So there's someone right before me traded this in. And it's like only like, I forgot how much, I feel like $39 or something. So much more cheaper than the English one, and it looks so good. Dude, I mean, look at this card. Made by my GOAT artist, Akira Igawa. It is such a beautiful artwork. It is just such pretty colors with the blues, the purples, the reds. Flying over a city, you can just tell it's going super fast. I love like the action movement or frames or strokes, whatever you want to call it. Such a goated artwork. And again, somehow fate made it so that this card came into my hands. In addition to the Mega Latias, I was able to get the Mienfoo and the Banette IR cards, which, I mean, the Mienfoo is just such a cute card. I mean, look at it. It's literally just doing some yoga balancing rocks. It is so cute. And the Banette card, I think is a really underrated IR card. It is such a beautiful artwork. I love the color palette. I love the references to other Pokemon as toys and decorations in the artwork. It is so cool. Again, if you have purple and a Pokemon and purple on the Pokemon card, you've won me over. Now, after finding the Japanese Mega Latias, I was in a good place. So I started taking my time to look through some of the other cards that the vendors had. And oh my god, I'm glad I did, because I stumbled upon a card that I didn't even know existed, which was the Zamazenta V from Crown Zenith. Like, I don't know how I didn't know this card existed. Like, look at this artwork. It is so beautiful. Oh my god, the reds and the forest is just such a pretty card. Like, oh my god, be so serious right now. Look at that. Now, in addition to getting cards for myself, I was also on a mission for my friend Tyler, who managed to pull the Gengar SIR from Fusion Strike way back in our first video on our grand opening, and he really wanted to trade that card for the Phantasmal Flames Charizard. Now, the prices of both cards are pretty equivalent, so he was looking to do a clean swap from the Gengar to the Charizard. And luckily, the first vendor that I saw that had the Phantasmal Flames Charizard was such a chill guy that he was down to do a clean swap. And as I was about to complete the trade, my goofy ass spilled the free monster they were giving out at the convention. I spilled it all over his table. So for the next 5 minutes, I was running across the convention to try to find where paper towels are and where the bathroom was. And I hurried all the way back, got super sweaty, cleaned it up. I immensely apologized. And thank God the guy was still willing to do the trade. Like, he's such a goat. Thank you, man. Now, I was looking through other vendors and their card collections. I stumbled across a card that I forgot I really wanted, which was the Oricorio promo from the Mega Charizard UPC. And even though I didn't include it in the top cards that I wanted, there were 2 IR cards that I was really looking to get. And it was the Deerling and Saba connecting IR artworks. And again, what great IR cards, but unfortunately, everyone knows that they're great and they go for a pretty penny in English. So my goal was to try to find it in Japanese. And I figured I wouldn't be able to find any. Again, they are really expensive and everyone loves this artworks. So I assumed all the Japanese ones would already be sold out. But somehow in the same binder that I got the Oricorio promo, the Deerling and Sawbug Japanese IRs were right next to each other. So I immediately had to cop that.
Okay, so we're gonna try to get these 3 cards. We found this in Japanese Gardevoir, so cute. And I have the Oricorio here, which is such a good card.
I mean, look at this. It doesn't get much better than that for a promo. Like, are you serious? It is such a beautiful card. They really do their red cards good. Like, if there's red on the Pokemon card, they do an amazing job with it. It's just fantastic. Like, I mean, it's a no-brainer. This is such a goated connecting artwork. It is so pretty. Seasonal, Gen 5 Pokemon. They did not have to cook this hard, but they did. Such a goated artwork. Like, it's crazy that this universe was the one I was able to get all these cards so far. And I think I was just due for some luck after the disaster of my 500 pack opening. So you know what, universe? I'll take it as an apology. So far, so good. Soon after those cards, I was able to locate this Dialga GX card, which I didn't even really know I wanted. But I thought the all silver behind the Dialga with like the cracked ice effect was so cool. It reminds me of like the all black Zekrom and the all white Reshiram. And I think there is an all silver Dialga card as well. I mean, just look at it. It's a good pickup. Even if it is moderately played, it was like at a discount. And I thought the front looks really clean. It's just a really cool card. Plus, who doesn't like Dialga? Speaking of the all-white Reshiram, I was able to find plenty of English raw singles and Japanese and English grades at like PSA 10, which go for an astronomical amount. I was still unable to locate a raw Japanese white Reshiram, but I still had my hopes up. It was a huge convention and we got still a lot of time left. Now, we were off to a great start, but I was still itching for some Japanese SIR cards. And after a while of searching, somehow Nikki was able to find a vendor who had a binder full of Japanese SIR cards, and they were bangers. We talked to the vendor, and apparently he was actually able to buy the entire binder from a collector yesterday, and he just put all the cards to sell today. So we were super lucky that seemingly no one else found it or didn't care about it. Like, I wish I had enough money to buy out the entire binder right there, but unfortunately, we were on a budget. So me and Nikki had to selectively pick the top cards that we wanted, but we still walked away with a haul. The first one is the Hisuian Samurott V in Japanese. Dude, it just gives off Japanese vibes. Like, this card was meant to be in Japanese. Plus, Oshawott line, my goat, such a beautiful artwork. I really do like the Hisuian Samurott more than a normal Samurott. And again, it's just such pretty colors with the mountain in the background. Just such a gorgeous art. Next up, I immediately knew I had to get it. The Mega Zygarde SIR in Japanese. Like, I'm not even the biggest Mega Zygarde fan, but this card art is just spectacular. I absolutely love the new trend that Pokemon is doing with the Mega Evolutions era, where they're putting the previous evolutions in the background of the Pokemon SIR artworks. It is such a cool design and concept. And next up, we got the Japanese Mega Scrafty, which was Nikki's like top one hit she really wanted from the set. And honestly, it is such a cool artwork. City vibes, the colors, the pose, the swag. And it's crazy that I was able to find this in Japanese because I feel like it's not one of those like most sought out SIR cards from the Ascended Heroes card list, but hey, this binder was goated, what could I say? Following the Ascended Heroes card list, we had to get the Japanese Mega Frostless. It is just such a beautiful artwork. And of course, I'm an ice type fan. Like, how could I not get this artwork? It is such a gorgeous artwork. And again, it gives off that Japanese vibes with the dress and the environment. And now, this might be a hot take, but I really do enjoy the SIR card list from Temporal Forces of all the dogs. Like, look at this thing. How could you not like it? It is a very cool environment with the jagged rocks and the greenery. And again, in Japanese, the better texture and quality and just the price, how could I not pick it up? Continuing that train, we got the Walking Wake Japanese SIR, which is so cool. The blues and the purples, plus Suicune was my preferred favorite dog in Gen 2. Like, how could you not like this? It is giving like Pandora vibes from Avatar. It's such a cool artwork. It literally feels like you're on a different planet. And topping it off, we got the Raging Bolt SIR Japanese. And of course, like, I just had to get it. Like, look at that card, dude. Look at that card. How could you not like it? It is just so cool. I have nothing more to say. Beautiful artwork, definitely giving dinosaur vibes. I'm also super stoked that this was in the binder as well. It is the Japanese Melodic SIR from Surging Sparks. Another card I tried pulling in my 500 pack opening, but swing and a miss. And the big reason I wanted that card, because of course I have the connecting artwork for it. I mean, look at this, dude. Are we serious? How dope is that, man? And I know it's different languages, but I don't care. I'm here for the artworks, baby. And the Melodic is such a cool Pokemon. And it is such a cool connecting artwork. Like, congrats, Pokemon. You really cooked with this. I love Surging Sparks. And lastly, again, this binder is just stacked. We decided to get the Galarian Slowking V. Look at this artwork. I'm probably going to butcher the artist's name, but I believe it's Tomokazu Komiya. I'm sorry if I butchered the name, but their artworks are so goated. Like, they're up there for Kiriyagawa. Now, I was super hyped about all the Japanese SIR cards we got, But now I realized I need to lock in and focus on my card list. I still really wanted the Mega Gardevoir, and Zoroark, and all-white Reshiram, and so far, I wasn't able to locate any of those cards. So I started frantically searching through the vast array of vendors at the convention, quickly looking to see if any of those cards were to catch my eye, and as I quickly started walking around a corner past a vendor, I took a fateful look to the left of me, and I saw a card, and it was in a slab.
Look what we just found. We found a basic Japanese SIR. One of the cards I want, and he's down to do a trade for us.
Now, as soon as I saw that card and what grade I got, I immediately bolted to that vendor and asked him if he would do a trade for that slab with one of my 151 booster bundles, and he said yes. Now, with my 151 booster bundle and some extra cash, I was able to trade that in to get this. A Japanese Mega Gardevoir card and a PSA 10. Now, if you were to tell me a year ago that I would be buying a slab at market price in the future, I would have laughed at your face because what do you think I am, like Elon Musk? But oh my god, thank god I brought those booster bundles because I had to pick up this card. Again, I love the new trend of including the previous Pokemon evolutions and the Mega Evolution cards, especially when it's on such a beautiful, interesting artwork like this. It's just actually the definition of beautiful. How could I not get this card in a PSA 10? It is just absolutely stunning. The details are immaculate. I can just look at this card for ages. It is such a steal. And I was so lucky I was able to find this quickly walking by the vendor, and he was down to do a trade for it as well. And the crazy thing is, this Japanese PSA 10 Mega Gardevoir, it was $200. Which is actually the equivalent price for a raw English Gardevoir card. So, like, of course I'm taking the slab here, hello? Now, even though I was able to actually get the Japanese Mega Gardevoir and a PSA 10 at that, I was still dead set on trying to find the Japanese White Reshiram, which still I could not find. And again, I knew it was probably a long shot because we did come on the second day, and that is one of the top cards of all time, especially in the Scarlet and Violet era, but I was still dead set in trying to give it my best shot. So I was just quickly looking through other vendors. Another card caught my eye, which was another insane find. It was actually insane that I found this in Japanese because I wasn't even able to find it in English at the card convention.
All right, I was going to do a clean trade. I did the End Zoroark promo, the Charizard and Oricorio promo, and a bunch of other cards for this. Look at that. It's absolutely beautiful.
Look at that card. Oh my god. It is so perfect. I love Gen 5. I love Zoroark. I love N. He's one of my GOAT trainers. The artwork is absolutely stunning, beautiful. Has it the same, is it made by the same person that did the, hold on. Is it made by the same person that did the Japanese Gardevoir? It is! You know, I can tell by the artwork. Look how similar they are. I didn't actually know that. It is made by the same person that did the Japanese Gardevoir. And of course they did an amazing job with my GOAT and in his Zoroark. What a beautiful card. And the fact that I was able to find this in Japanese when I couldn't even find it in English in the entire convention was just phenomenal. I was just getting all the luck in the world with this convention. It was my first national card convention. I was just blown away when I saw this. Hold on, what's the artist name? Ratia Kazama? I'm sorry if I'm probably butchering that, but you might be up there in my GOAT artist category. Like, oh my god. Now, after getting N Zoroark, we had about an hour and a half before the convention closed, and already some vendors were packing up. And I still have yet to find a Japanese White Reshiram single. I was looking for it everywhere. I managed to get all the other top cards that I wanted, majority of the other cards that I wanted, besides the Japanese White Reshiram. So I started giving orders. So I was a military dictator. I'd say, Nikki, Jonathan, you are all going to go out, and we were going to find this card. It's the last thing I do. And I think we looked for 20 straight minutes. We were looking at every single vendor. We split up to different parts of the entire convention. And after vendor asking them, have you seen the White Japanese Reshiram? Do you know someone that does sell the White Japanese Reshiram? Jonathan was able to find a seller that had it. I immediately rushed to that vendor and saw the White Reshiram card, inspected it. It was pristine. It was beautiful. I could only dream of the day I get to see that in person. And I immediately went over to another vendor, managed to sell my last 151 booster bundle for some cash, took that cash, went over to the vendor, I gave them my trade binder, and they were genuine Pokemon lovers. I could tell these guys were the GOATs. They actually took a lot of the cards from my trade binder, even the ones that are not so valuable or desirable. They took as many cards as they could for trade-in value to meet me where I was, and we were able to finally get the White Japanese Reshiram in a single, baby.
Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good one, guys. Bye. It's good to do business.
Oh my god, guys. How do those guys, shout out to
I got them.
Yeah, I did too. Dude, they took so many cards. They were actually Pokemon lovers. They actually wanted the cards, like the small Japanese cards. They wanted everything.
Before I show you a card, I just have to shout out this vendor in particular. They are so amazing. They were genuine Pokemon lovers. They came all the way from North Carolina. Thank you so much for willing to work with me here. They even reserved the card as I went to go sell the 151 booster bundle. They were just the goats. And lo and behold, look at this Japanese white Reshiram. Absolutely stunning. And guess what? Boom, baby. Oh my God. It's absolute cinema. Like, look at these cards, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards. And I can't believe I managed to get both of them. Now, the only other card I need is the Japanese Red Victini. But, you know, again, I'm not Jeff Bezos. And after I was able to get the Japanese White Reshiram, we called it a day and we left the convention. Absolutely fantastic time at the convention. There's also some cards that I didn't get footage of, so I'll show you them right now. The first of which is the Xerneas IRI here, which is such a beautiful artwork. Like, how could I not pick this up for a couple bucks? Next up, which is another SIR card that I wanted, was like Galvantula SIR from Stellar Crown. I mean, it is such a cute little artwork. Like, I have the Joltik IR as well. It is such a cool artwork. I love the rainbow. And of course, I love Gen 5 Pokemon, so I had to get this as well. And next up, I got the Whimsipod SIR too, which is such a cool Pokemon, by the way. Like, what an absolute behemoth. And just like the Melodic SIR, the reason I got this was because I got the connecting artwork. I mean, look at that. Like, again, different language. Who cares? But look at the artworks. Such a goated artwork. So cool. Like, I had to get it, of course. The next card I got was the Japanese illustration rare Leopard card. I mean, it's such a cute artwork. Who does not like a kitty in a tree? Look at it. It is so pretty. It's such a pretty artwork as well. The tree, like, the detail is insane, by the way. You got a Pokemon card? Are you serious? And even more Ascended Heroes cards. I got the Pheasantipity SIR card, Japanese, which is such another pretty artwork. Like, how could, I mean, if you have cherry blossoms in your artwork, it is just like another tier of itself. Such a beautiful artwork. And I love the fact that they finally like did this Pokemon outside of kind of like a spookier theme and just made it beautiful because it is really cool looking Pokemon. I appreciate that. Another card that I really wanted that I wasn't able to find in Japanese, but I did find it in English, so I went ahead and got it, was the Miss Magius IR card. Again, if you have purple and it's a Pokemon and the card's purple Pokemon, it's a fan favorite for Gummy. It is such a cool artwork. Look at it, man. Holy. And of course, another Gen 5 Pokemon, the Volcrona illustration rare card, by the way, in Japanese. And you heard me. This is a illustration rare, dude. And of course, guess who made this artwork? Say it with me. The GOAT, Akira Agawa, just working wonders out here for the Pokemon Company. She better be paid millions, dude. Absolutely insane artwork. And even more praise for my GOAT, Akira Agawa. We got the Shiyu card, an absolute stunning artwork. I don't know what Pokemon artists are doing. I don't know what drugs they're on when they make red Pokemon cards like this, but they are always so beautiful. And of course, it's made by Akira Agawa, so of course it's going to be goated. Such a beautiful artwork. I am so happy I was able to find this. Really wanted it in Japanese, but wasn't able to find it, but I've had to pounce on it in English, dude. Beautiful artwork. Love it so much. And as we left the convention to started driving home, all we could talk about is how amazing the convention was. And just like with our big pack openings, we also plan to do this once a year. And you know I'm already saving up money to have even a bigger budget for the next national card show because I'm going to go crazy, dude. I love seeing all the different Pokemon cards, all the vendors, but more importantly, all the fans as well that were there. It's just so nice to see that my hobby is truly loved by so many people, even in the disastrous state that it is right now. And for my first national card convention, where I went in feeling completely overwhelmed and I walk out feeling like an expert and a pro, I could have not asked for a better time. Here's the full display of cards that me and Nikki were able to get at the convention in all of their glory. And here are all the cards Jonathan got. Now, he is currently working on completing a Gen 5 Pokédex binder, so a lot of his cards are Gen 5 related, which is such a cool idea. Like, I'm so glad he's going through with it. We both love Gen 5 so much. It is both our favorite generations. It runs in the family, Betty. We're all smart. Now, thank you so much for watching. Just like I mentioned earlier in the video, all of the cards I were able to trade in for the card convention came from the big 500 pack opening I did during my last video. So feel free to check that out as well. And speaking about the video, thank you guys so much for giving me so much support on that video. I did not expect it to blow up like it did, and to see so many nice comments of you guys enjoying me opening those packs and having a great time watching the video. It really does mean a lot, and I do hope to make more Pokemon content in the future, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one as well. Let me know down below what was the craziest card that you were able to get at a convention and what your top card of all time is. And just remember, guys, Reshiram is on top, baby. Beat Zekrom any day of the week. It is what it is. You heard it from me first. Subscribe.